We voted for Trump because he promised while he was campaigning like a million times that when he got into office, he was going to bring down prices, bring down grocery prices. The inflation has been high ever since COVID, and he promised he would bring that down. But it's obvious to me now that that was not true. Egg prices have skyrocketed. The bird flu is killing all the birds, and he doesn't seem to be doing anything about that. He's stopping disease communications from the disease centers in America, pulled us out of the WHO. Like, how does that help anything? And yeah, all he's been doing is taking away rights and freedoms, or trying to. He's not doing anything about the economy. So yeah, we totally regret our vote at this point. We've had a really tough time here in North Carolina. Half of my house got washed away in Hurricane Helene, and I applied for FEMA assistance and we got approved. But now Trump is canceling FEMA and emergency assistance to people. He's also canceled Medicaid for my children. I know they said they put a halt on his freezing of the funds, but the Medicaid portal is still not working, so we can't access anything for our children's health insurance.
So a lot of people are shocked, confused as to why
Nobody could have seen that coming. We did. We saw it coming and we told you. You know what's even funnier? You made us into the bad guys for trying to tell you. Oh, darling, I'm so sorry, but this is what you voted for.
Okay. I get that you're following orders, but we live in South Dakota. We all voted for Trump. Right now, while you're telling me that this executive order negatively affects my family, it's not processing because I voted for Trump. All of my friends here in South Dakota also voted for Trump. There is just no way that he's trying to take away our food and medical assistance. Okay? This is all the opposite of what he promised us while he was campaigning. So this can't be real. What are we supposed to live on? How are we supposed to pay our bills? And why isn't he talking about the economy? I mean, he was talking about it nonstop before, and now it's like South Dakota doesn't even matter to him anymore. I know he's incapable of lying, so someone explain it to me.
All I can say, I was a dumbass, voted for Trump only because of my beliefs. People around me encouraged it. I can think for myself, yes. But I felt at the time that was the better choice. Now I'm looking at it with everything going on. It was the worst decision I ever made. I wanted not to vote. But people said you won't be able to have a say in anything if you don't vote. I totally regret this. I shouldn't have voted at all. You know, for now, me and my wife can afford things. And I know prices are going to go double on everything, if not triple. And we're still okay, I think. But what about the people that don't have the money? What about the people that could only afford what they could now? Now they ain't going to be able to afford that. What's going to happen with them? I don't like what I'm seeing at all. And it's only been, 9 days, 10? It's today, the 2nd. I'm looking for a depression since Trump put all these tariffs in place. I voted for him. And now I'm beginning to wonder, are we even as a country going to be able to survive this?
This is so crazy that we voted for Trump. I hate that I voted for him. Now I'm so scared for my family and your family. We trust him with the word that he promised us Latinos.
All illegal entry will immediately be halted, and we will begin the process of returning millions and millions of criminal aliens back to the places from which they came.
my immigrant mother just called me on the phone innocently asking me if she should start carrying her passport in case they start doing mass deportations.
I've been crying so much because my fiance is an immigrant.
I
I just spent the last 30 minutes crying as I read about all the mass deportations.
How dare you cry crocodile tears of individualism and selective humanity and expect us to care? The 92% that I'm in, we showed up and we showed out on November 5th. And you did what you wanted to do just for you. Your individualist mindset told you that voting for the current administration was best for you and your family. Well, you have been proven wrong. And now what? And so what? We don't care. We are relaxing, we are lamping, and we are setting ourselves up for sanity over the next 4 years. We're not worried about your VA job being rescinded after the offer was sent. No, we're not worried about you getting online crying about you can't feed your family because you thought that the current administration, again, that you put into office was going to benefit you and your household. You didn't care about black people. You didn't care about the LGBTQ community. You didn't care about anybody who wasn't white, seemingly right. But here you are. Here you are realizing that you don't have what you thought you had. Here you are realizing that you shouldn't have been about self, but you should have been about community. Here you are realizing that no one gives a damn a dollar short and a day late. Here you are trying to Monday morning quarterback what you should have done in the first place. We don't care. Us 92% are over here, buckling down, focusing on our households and our communities to rebuild, to focus on our sanity, to not make you a priority because you never made anyone else a priority. We are not worried about what works for you because you've never been worried about what works for us. Okay? Okay.
You know you messed up when you have to get on the internet, start crying, ask for help when you're the same person that was lying, that was celebrating, that was giving a lot of support to the person that you wanted to be in power. And this is what is going on, especially when it comes to palmed people. Why would you come on the internet to tell us I was for Trump and now I regret why I voted for him, when you are hearing a lot of people warning you about this person? And it's not like his first time to be in power. Even the first time that he was there, you saw what he did. He was a mess. Everybody was in chaos when his term was in existence, and that's why they allowed him only one term, which had never happened in the history of presidents in the US. So also coming to the Latinos, and they are crying. They have relatives that are not documented. Even those that are documented are not passing this season of being deported. It's very insane, really, looking at these people that betrayed, I would say, black people. But then when things are shifting and they are seeing that they are not benefiting in any way, as I keep saying, they are suffering even more than before. They are now regretting their vote. And then you ask yourself, okay, if you regret your vote, is it going to change anything? Because you wanted this. You wanted the tariffs, you wanted the prices, you wanted the immigrants, you wanted all of these things. Just like this lady that is going to talk about, or my grandma voted against health care. I'm like, did these people ever use their sense when they were listening to the person they voted for to be in power? And I don't even blame the leader that is going on doing everything that he's doing today. I mean, he told you he's going to do things about the tariffs. And even when it comes to the tariffs, guys, I shared videos where palm people didn't even understand what tariffs are or who pays the tariffs. They were like, oh, we are going to torture China. We are going to torture these other countries. The USA is good on its own. Even when it comes to the immigrants that they want to kick out as palmed people, they are losing because farmers don't have workers, or farms don't have workers. I've seen places like Walmart, people are not working there, people are not coming to work. I've seen a lot of places where people are not showing up. So is that what they really predicted that was going to happen? Did they think these things would happen, or they were like, no, they were going to stay in their Dululu land, that everything was going to be just positive for them? And my question also comes in as a person that has sense, really, just a question. Did these people think that when they put tariffs or when the prices go up, it will be excused to some demographic of people? Black people will pay a certain price and white people will not, and Latinas will not. Is that what these people that voted for this person are really expected? So really seeing such people coming out and crying on the internet, it's not even real to me, because even the time you get on your phone to start crying, it must have been a moment. It must have taken you like different takes for you to get the perfect clip for you to post, because this can't be real. This can't be real. But yeah, guys, listen to other people and what they had to say about this. And yeah.
For the 92% of black women and the 80% of black men, I just want to say I'm proud of you guys. And they can say whatever they want about the black community. But you know what? We literally showed that we have something that other people do not have. We have the ability to look at other groups and try to protect them, even when they are not trying to protect themselves. We've seen that Latinos would get deported and other Latinos would be discriminated against, and we wanted to block that. We've seen gays and transgenders, that their rights are going to be stripped, and we wanted to also protect that. We knew that DEI benefited white women and also other minority groups, and we wanted to protect that. We knew that affirmative action benefited Asians, and we wanted to protect that. And even though they believe that the narrative is that only black people receive these benefits, no, because black people did not ever receive a large amount of benefits. We even protected Caucasians because we already knew that Caucasians are the largest recipients of welfare benefits. But you guys seen a minority running for the presidency, and that is the only thing you heard. And that allowed you to elect somebody that committed treason against the United States. Yes, when you try to overthrow the government, that's treason. You're a traitor. And because being a rich white man, he got off with it. But your bigotry allowed it to happen. And just like in history, when they use white people's anger, bigotry, and insecurities in order to create a system of racism, they did it again. They weaponized your insecurity. You fell for the propaganda and the misleading comments and the manipulation that they always do. And you sat there and voted against your own interests. So now that I see folks surprised that Latinos are getting deported and other people are being discriminated against, I don't understand it. Because what I heard in this presidency was, hey, there's a lot of racism and bigotry coming in order for us to get back to where we want to get back to, which is white men being in power. And now folks are sitting here like, I can't believe that this is going on. I can. If I see them set up these detention camps for these illegal migrants, if I see them set up these work camps for these illegal migrants, I can absolutely believe it. Because if these countries don't accept these illegal migrants, where are they going to go? And who's going to do the work in the fields now? Who's going to work in the fields? Timothy? Bobby? Samantha? Carl? Who's going to work in the fields now? Private prisons are about to get paid. But you know what? At the end of the day, when they look back on history, you know who they're going to say didn't fall on the wrong side of history? Black folks. Have a blessed day.
My aunt voted for Donald Trump. My aunt is on Medicaid. My aunt is a cancer survivor. She's going to lose her Medicaid. This is exactly what she voted for. Did people think that they were personally exempt from his abhorrent policies? Like, he could take away Medicaid from someone, but not from you? Hello? Make it make sense.
Because I've been thinking a lot about this, and I know it's going to be controversial, but I'm actually rooting for Latinas and Latinos who voted for Trump. I really am. I really hope that they get everything that they voted for, and I hope that they never forget who they voted for. So when they're waving goodbye to their undocumented partner because they got deported back, I want them to remember who they voted for.
Remember when you guys all said that you were voting for Donald Trump because he was going to bring mortgage rates down faster and grocery prices down faster? Well, he already said he's not going to bring grocery prices down. And now the Fed is saying those rate drops they promised to be cutting in 2025, they're not going to be able to do that because his tariff policy is so inflationary that they're not going to be able to drop those rates down the way they said they were going to. Shoot! Because inflation is going to keep going up. And inflation was on its way down before he won the election. Under, who was that again? Biden-Harris. They were bringing inflation down. But Donald Trump, his policies are inflationary. They're going to be going back up, which means rates can't go back down. Sounds like you F around and find out. Good talk.
So in the latest saga of FAFO news, a Cuban pro-Trump supporter I mean, from what I'm hearing, this guy, you couldn't convince him that Trump was not going to do him wrong. Anyway, he pushed for Cubans to vote for Trump. And he pushed and he pushed. And obviously it worked because Trump's in office. Anyway, I'm laughing because you can't make this shit up. He got arrested. And according to the customs website, you could look it up. His name is Hector Luis Valdez Cucho, or something like that. Anyway, is being processed to be deported back to Cuba. Oh, you just can't convince these people that this guy does not care. I'm sure there's more to come. So have fun, everybody.
Honestly, guys, I don't think the people that voted for Trump would or ever thought they would be the same people coming and crying on the internet for the policies they voted for, because every little thing that is happening right now, these people had it from their candidate, ignored them, and were just hyped, excited, really happy, and voted for it. So when I really see that they are crying, especially the crying part, I'm like, what do you mean? You should just be embracing. And by the way, you can't even escape. Literally, you can't escape the USA right now, because I've heard there's a lot of planes that are crashing and falling. So if you have that in your psyche, I'm pretty sure you're not going to have that thought of even getting on a flight anytime soon. So you are stuck in that economy where prices are high, things are expensive, everything is a mess, you can't go anywhere, you can't access food, you are getting kicked out from the DEI, institutions. Like every little thing that they thought was going to hurt black people especially is onto them. And mind you, black people are used to these things. Like when it comes to going in the workspaces, black people have to work like 200 times much more than any other person. When it comes to how the police documents people, black people are used to that every single day. When it comes to how to survive when you don't have anything, black people have been used to that. So when I say that my people, black people, are just like, you know what, let's chill, let's just watch what's going on. I mean, we are in our country, we are used to these things every single day, so we might as well enjoy seeing you guys face the same things, because I mean, we are in this together. You can't go anywhere, you can't run anywhere, so whatever is going on, we are suffering the same way. And mind you, the people that you're kicking out that were working in these places like the farms and these institutions that you guys never wanted to work in, they are actually open for you to go and start grinding and start working, because as we did our part as black people, so don't even call us, don't even involve us in this situation. As long as we are all in it, in the same boat together, we don't give a F. And I love that energy from black people. A lot of people are pissed by it. Like the amount of videos guys have shared with you where everyone is like, oh, black people are not saying anything. Why are you guys not, fighting for us? They did when they voted, and the charts show. It's just really interesting that they are coming out, and giving their testimonies, really their regrets, as I would call it, regretting everything they've said or done, before or post voting and after elections. So I guess everybody should enjoy the boat as it's rolling. Whoever will survive will survive. Whoever cannot might as well see where life takes them, if that makes sense. But yeah, guys, let me know what you think about this. It's just funny times now. Not something to laugh about, but seeing people come out and regret what they voted for is mad. Guys, that is it for me in the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'm always posting. Yeah, I'll see you in another video. Bye.